Laura didn't just lose her husband. She lost her entire life the moment his body was pulled from that fire. Now she's standing at Harry Wilde's door, begging for help, because everyone in Dublin thinks she's the one who killed him. And Harry? She's about to discover that Laura's family secrets are darker than any murder she's ever solved. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're breaking down Harry Wilde Season 5, Episode 3, titled Take My Whiskey Neat and My Enemy's Dead. And let me tell you, this episode is everything we love about this show. It's got murder, mystery, family drama, and enough whiskey-soaked secrets to fill a barrel. Harry and Fergus are back on the case, and this time they're diving into a world where corporate greed meets old money legacy. Let's get right into it. The episode opens with a tragedy. Damien is dead. His body burned in a fire that consumed everything around him. And on the surface, it looks like a horrific accident, a fire that got out of control, a man who couldn't escape. But nothing is ever that simple in Harry's world. The fire didn't just kill Damien. It destroyed evidence. It erased whatever happened in those final moments. And that's exactly what the killer wanted. Now, Damien's widow, Laura, is the prime suspect. The police are circling. The public is judging. And Laura knows that if she doesn't find someone who can actually solve this case, she's going to prison for a crime she didn't commit. So she does the only thing she can. She turns to Harry Wilde. Laura is a woman who has lost everything. Her husband is dead. Her reputation is destroyed. And the people who should be supporting her are looking at her like she's a murderer. There's a desperation in her eyes that Harry recognizes immediately. This isn't a woman who's hiding something. This is a woman who's terrified. Terrified of losing her freedom. Terrified of losing her children. Terrified of being remembered as the woman who killed her husband. But Harry also knows that desperation can be a mask. She's been doing this long enough to know that the most convincing victims are sometimes the most skilled liars. So Harry doesn't just accept Laura's story at face value. She watches, she listens, she looks for the cracks in the facade. And what she finds is a family history so murky that it makes the whiskey they're famous for look crystal clear. This is where the case gets really interesting, because Damien's death isn't just about him, it's about everything his family built. The whiskey empire at the center of this episode isn't just a business, it's a legacy. It's generations of blood, sweat, and sacrifice. And when you have that kind of legacy, you have people who will do anything to protect it or to destroy it. Damien was part of that empire. He was connected to the family name, the family fortune, and the family secrets. And someone wanted him dead. But why? That's the question Harry and Fergus have to answer. Was Damien killed because of something he did, something he knew, something he was about to expose? Or was he killed because of who he was, a member of a family with enemies on every side? Harry and Fergus don't just scratch the surface in this episode, they dig deep. And what they uncover is a family history that's riddled with corporate secrets, suspicious acts of sabotage, and enough betrayal to fill a trilogy. This isn't a family that's been living in harmony. There are fractures, there are jealousies, there are grudges that have been festering for decades. And in a family like this, murder isn't just a crime, it's a symptom of something much deeper. Harry starts pulling at threads, and everything begins to unravel. She discovers that Damien wasn't just a victim. He was caught in the middle of something much larger than himself. A battle for control, a war for the soul of the family business. And the people who were fighting that war, they had plenty of reasons to want Damien out of the way. Let's talk about the corporate secrets, because they're the key to understanding this entire case. The whiskey empire isn't just about making good alcohol. It's about power. It's about influence. It's about controlling a market and a legacy. And when you have that kind of power, you have secrets, financial secrets, legal secrets, personal secrets. Harry and Fergus start uncovering things that Damien's family wanted to stay buried. things about the business, things about the people running it, things that if they got out, he would destroy everything the family had built. So the question becomes, did someone kill Damien to keep those secrets hidden, or did someone kill him because he was about to expose them? Either way, the truth is dangerous, and the people who want to protect it will do whatever it takes. One of the most intriguing elements of this episode is the suspicious acts of sabotage that Harry and Fergus uncover. These aren't random incidents. They're targeted, they're calculated, and they've been happening for a while. Someone has been systematically undermining the whiskey empire, damaging equipment, ruining batches, sabotaging deals. And the more Harry digs, the more she realizes that Damien's murder might not be an isolated event. It might be the culmination of a long-running campaign of destruction. So who's behind it? Is it a rival company trying to take down a competitor? Is it a disgruntled family member with a grudge? Or is it someone inside the empire who wants to tear it all down and rebuild it in their own image? Harry doesn't have the answers yet, but she's getting closer. And the closer she gets, the more dangerous the case becomes. This episode really showcases the partnership between Harry and Fergus. They're not just solving a case, they're navigating a labyrinth of lies, and they're doing it together. Harry brings her decades of experience, her sharp intuition, and her willingness to push boundaries. She's not afraid to rattle cages, and she's not afraid to ask the questions that no one wants to answer. Fergus brings his energy, his intelligence, and his ability to connect with people in ways that Harry sometimes can't. He's the bridge between Harry and the world she sometimes struggles to understand. Together, they're unstoppable. In Take My Whiskey Neat and My Enemy's Dead, they're forced to work in ways they haven't before. The case is complex, the stakes are high, and the clock is ticking, but if anyone can solve this, it's Harry and Fergus. This case isn't just about finding a killer, it's about saving an innocent woman. Laura has been accused of murdering her husband. She's been vilified in the press. She's been abandoned by friends who were supposed to support her. And if Harry and Fergus don't solve this case, Laura's life is over. But the emotional stakes go even deeper than that. Damien's murder is a wound that will never fully heal. His family is shattered, his legacy is tainted, and the truth, whatever it is, will change everything. Harry has been in this position before. She knows what it's like to carry the weight of someone else's tragedy, and she knows that solving this case won't bring Damien back, but it might give Laura the peace she deserves. As the episode reaches its climax, and the tension is almost unbearable, Harry and Fergus have uncovered corporate secrets. They found evidence of sabotage. They've exposed the fractures in Damien's family, and now they're closing in on the truth. But the closer they get, the more dangerous it becomes, because whoever killed Damien is still out there, and they're not going to let Harry and Fergus expose them without a fight. The final moments of the episode are a masterclass in suspense. Harry and Fergus piece together the puzzle, and the truth is more shocking than anyone expected. This wasn't just a murder. This was a cold-blooded act of elimination. Someone wanted Damien gone, and they were willing to burn down everything to make it happen. Take My Whiskey Neat and My Enemy's Dead is everything we've come to love about Harry Wilde. It's clever, it's emotional, and it keeps you guessing until the very end. Harry and Fergus have done it again. They've navigated a web of lies, uncovered the truth, and brought justice to a family that desperately needed it. Laura's name is cleared. The real killer is exposed. And the whiskey empire, though forever changed, can finally begin to heal. But as always with Harry Wilde, the case may be closed. But the questions linger. What happens to the family now? What secrets are still buried? And what new mystery is waiting just around the corner? What do you think will happen next? Who did you suspect of killing Damien? And what secrets do you think the whiskey empire is still hiding? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more updates.